Good morning, 6:07 a.m. Pacific time, June 30th, Sunday. Early stream, probably a quick one. I have to head over to the airport and get back to Las Vegas. I'm in Palm Springs, California. We just finished a spay neuter clinic yesterday. Went very well. Helped the local community. All good stuff. Those listening on the playback, thank you. And yeah, feel free to donate, subscribe, share, hit like, all the things. And let's talk about how to protect your pet while you're traveling on vacation. We're hitting July 4th this coming week, and so in the states, that's a massive holiday for travel and barbecues and um, going on vacation, all that stuff. And so we can give you some pointers about how to think ahead for your pets. So no particular order, but number one, vet triage, virtual online platform. You can talk to a veterinarian 24/7. And that way, that if something happens with your pet while you're away, you or the caretaker or the dog boarding facility or whatever can contact vet triage to find out if what happened with your pet, how they got sick or hurt, is truly a medical emergency or not. Because the majority are not going to be emergencies, and it'll save the stress and finances with an emergency visit that was not needed. Hello, audience member. Feel free to ask any questions you have. So, having a virtual platform like that while you're traveling, while you're on vacation, is huge for preventing unnecessary, stressful, and expensive emergencies. So, that's a great option for any species, anywhere in the world, anytime. So you can have the dog sitter, the cat sitter, whoever's coming over to take care of your pets, or you can have dog boarding facility or the veterinary hospital you go to. If they're not a major clinic, they don't have any they don't have any oversight during their boarding or whatever. They can all contact us. You give them approval ahead of time to use vet triage, and they'll use your payment method that you have on file. So that's number one. Number two, if your pet is on medication for anything, especially long-term medication like diabetes um, or any other hormonal diseases like Cushing's disease, thyroid disease, they're on medications for osteoarthritis, things like that, chronic long-term conditions, or they just happen to get sick right before you left vacate for vacation, because that's of course that's when things happen. Then make sure you have enough medication that's not expired to last the entire duration and beyond of your trip. You don't want to be stuck where you're about to run out of insulin or heart medication for your pet, and now you're going to be going away and you don't have enough. Your family vet's going to be busy over the weekend. They're going to say, tough luck, go to emergency, and you're going to be spending hundreds, if not more, to get a refill of drugs after waiting hours at the emergency hospital, after driving a while to get to the emergency hospital. It's not worth it. So make sure you have enough drugs available to give to the staff that's taking care of your pet, and yeah, and so they can give the medication accordingly, and you don't have a fear of running out of the drug. So make sure. Um, okay. Third is make sure you know your pet. So, we all know some pets are animal aggressive, some are people aggressive, some are not good with children, some aren't good with fireworks, right? Anxiety, separation anxiety, things like that. So the folks who are taking care of your pet have to know whether or not your pet can mingle with other pets. If you're in a scenario where you're dropping your pet off at a dog boarding facility or a another boarding facility or something like that, they have to understand that your pet has these personality traits, and so they need to be aware of it. You don't want to have a situation occur like your dogs get into a fight while you're gone under the caretaker's responsibility, because that's a preventable problem. Issues that are preventable is the goal here. We're trying to prevent issues from happening. So make sure they know how the personality type of your dog is, and let them know what the personality type is like. So, hey, Bulavet. Hi, Doc. Can you please suggest? I'm not sure I understand the rest of your question. Maybe got cut off. So feel free to to rewrite it, resend it, I'll be happy to answer it. So that's another piece of advice there. Make sure you know your pet. Um, Next, let's say your pet does all of a sudden have an anxiety attack or um, like a behavior related issue. He's all of a sudden like becoming fearful or aggressive or whatever else. Let them know how you want them to handle that at the facility, because some facilities, some caretakers, it may be way above their ability to handle that kind of stuff. So let them know, oh, if Fluffy gets nervous or if he's scared or whatever, these are his symptoms, and this is how we take care of it at home. So let them know that. Um, and then another recommendation is, aside from vet triage as being a lifeline to take care of your pets if there's an emergency, don't forget, some things are obvious emergencies, and um, um, giving them a list of emergency hospitals that you're willing to go to or willing to have your pet driven to, or maybe just doing the research ahead of time or what emergency hospitals are available. That's huge. So you can give that to the facility, to the caretaker, and let them know that here are the options. If there's an emergency, this is where you trust the care there. Um, Another thing you may want to consider is letting the caretakers know what capabilities you're willing to go through. So let's imagine a scenario where your pet is needs obvious emergency intervention, maybe life saving. Um, you may or may not want to, because your pet is older and has multiple comorbidities. Maybe financially you're not there, or whatever it is. Try to figure out a way to pass it along that you don't want any heroics. Now you're still gonna have to talk to the veterinarian at the emergency hospital, but at least they can start the conversation by saying, "Look, I know the owners of this pet don't want any heroics," and so just at least helps get the ball rolling. By law, legally, the veterinary facility is required to at least provide life-saving measures in the event that your pet's in dire trouble and they can't reach you as a pet owner. All right, below that, what kind of ER medicine do you recommend pet owners keep at home for their pet? So, great question. Thank you, Doc. So, there's a couple of ways to answer that. Number one, of course, I don't recommend using any medications without a veterinarian telling you how to use it, what dose, what frequency, how long, for what reason, side effects, etc. So vettriage.com is a great source for that information. But also, if you've used drugs in the past for your pet and you know what works, what doesn't work, and all that, that's a great resource to pass along to the caretakers. So there's prescription medications that you may have access to. So for thinking of things like, for example, separation anxiety, acepromazine, trazodone, gabapentin, tramadol. These are drugs that are prescription drugs that can be used to help take care of your pet in the event of a separation anxiety, um, fireworks related anxiety, that kind of thing. And as far as over the counter, CBD products, Benadryl, there are pheromonal calming agents. There are things like thunder jackets or thunder coats, whatever they call them, to help calm pets down. There's other calming supplements that you can just Google and look and see what people are saying about them. But there are plenty of over-the-counter options, and maybe you can combine them, maybe you can't. Again, you want to talk to a veterinarian, but great question. Thank you. And then really the most important type of ER medicine is going to be thinking ahead. Know that your pet has separation anxiety. Know that your pet can't deal with fireworks. Know all these things ahead of time and warn the people who are taking care of your pet that those things are possible. So yeah, and then finally, leave your pet with someone that you trust. Obviously, right? But there's plenty of apps out there for caretakers, and you may not know the person who's taking care of your pet, and so you want to make sure you know them. So friends and family are best. Otherwise, a local dog boarding facility that you've used before, or some sort of pet spa or whatever. Maybe your vet has boarding available, and you can use them while you're gone as well. So make sure you trust who you're working with. It's great to have live video footage of your pet while you're gone. With these days, with streaming being so popular and so easy to have access to, you can video record your pet's movements at home or at the facility, just to inquire about it, or figure out a way to set it up beforehand so that you know it works. So. But yeah, I think that's it for today. We'll keep it short. I got to run to the airport. Like I said, thank you for the two folks who joined. Thank you, Bullavet, for your questions. And please subscribe, hit like, donate, all the good things. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Monday, July 1st, for another live stream, and we'll take it from there. Everybody take care. Bye-bye.